All right, let's check this out. This man, Eric Arnold, gets his house bulldozed with no notice and no compensation. His house flattened to the ground. He says he stood in front of his property in Macon Bibb County, Georgia. All this stuff happened in Georgia. I think it's time to leave Georgia. What the hell? Uh Shaking in shock and disbelief. The house he had been painstakingly fixing up for months. The house he poured hours of work and thousands of dollars into was being clawed into a pile of rubber by a backhoe. Wild. Wild. I have not watched this yet, so I don't know how this all happened, but I know this man's property just got flattened. So let's check this out. Y'all let me know what y'all think. It's real. This is. Let's just see. It's Ricky Rich for Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.
Sir, I think you're at the wrong house. He's not coming down here today. He said, no, we're going to knock this house down tomorrow.
What's the financial incentive on tearing it down?
He said, if I don't knock this house down when they come into it, I'm going to lose my contract for the city. I felt a bad vibe that something was wrong. And I felt it right through the spirit of my soul. That's when all hell broke loose. And they was threatening me to get off my own property. Every last officer had guns on them. Must have been about 8 cars out there. Wow, is this standard procedure to have all these cars out here? It was like a war zone out there just to knock down my house. When you knock something down like that and destroy families, he just destroyed my whole generation. Now I have nothing.
Arnold owned a home in Macon Bibb County, Georgia, a house he had bought and spent months fixing up. But then the county bulldozed his home without telling Eric beforehand or explaining why.
When I pulled up and saw the house demolished, I was devastated. My heart started racing. I was tearing up. I started sweating.
Could y'all imagine? I mean, whether I don't, not sure if he's living there or not, but whether you live in there, not just your piece of property. Like, imagine you had a car outside and you walk out to get in your car and it's just gone, or it's smashed, crumpled up into a big old ball of metal. Whether a car, let's say it's a non-running car, but it's just your property. Right? You'd be, just like he says, sweating, shaking, right? But this is a whole house. This is a whole house. Especially in a housing market that we're in now, where it's like, if you can get your hand on any piece of property and you can fix it up, build it up, make it habitable, you're winning. And then you pull up and it's just rubble.
I had to really calm my body down because I was about to faint. I couldn't believe they did that.
Eric's story, unfortunately, isn't unique. Macon Bibb County has declared they have a blight problem. But rather than work with property owners to solve that problem, the county is simply demolishing buildings. Over the last 4 years alone,
I don't know about y'all. I don't know what I don't know what that is. What can you do about blighted properties in neighborhood Wentzville? I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's run down or something. I don't know. I'm gonna look that up right now. Blight and beef. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I have to look that up.
more than 740 homes have been destroyed, with the county celebrating the destruction like a victory.
I decided to come to Georgia because I'm at the retirement age.
Eric is a skilled carpenter and specializes in buying and fixing up low-value homes. After a lifetime spent in New Jersey, Eric decided to move to Georgia to build a better life and move back to where his mother grew up.
For my future, it's best for me to move to Georgia and build a life down there because New Jersey was really getting out of hand with everything.
Eric decided to move from New Jersey to Georgia and put his skills to good use, buying fixer-upper homes and renovating them himself to sell or give to his family members. One such property was in Macon-Bibb County.
Me and my family bought the house out there so they can eventually move down here, but the grandkids and stuff. So, you know, it was cheap properties in the area that we decided to let's try to get, and I coached them on building a life in Georgia.
Eric spent months steadily improving the Macon house and property.
Oh, when I bought the property, it was tons of garbage all around on the property. The grass was high, weeds growing everywhere. Once a week, we'd go clean up the property and get rid of the garbage, clean the inside out, the outside out.
But unknown to Eric, the county had marked his house for demolition. Eric only learned about that fact when a demolition crew put a dumpster on his property.
And my neighbors called me. They said, "Eric, you coming down to work at the house today?" I said, "No, Mars, we not coming down there today." So what? He said, "Well, it's a big dumpster in front of the house."
Eric had received no notice from the county and had no idea who to contact. So he tried the owner of the demolition company.
The owner of the demolition company, he said, "Sir, I don't know what's going on with this property, but I was told to knock this house down." I said, "Look, sir, please don't touch my house. I'm gonna go get to the bottom of this and go see whatever."
Eric went to talk to county officials. He didn't know why the county wanted to knock down his house. Eric was met with hostility, but eventually he understood that the county wouldn't demolish his house and that he could continue to fix it up. But he was wrong. Days after a county official said that Eric's house was safe, Eric received another call from a neighbor, this time to tell him there was more than just a dumpster, and the city was destroying his house.
I looked into all the laws and all my rights about the property and everything, and the city of Macon, Bibb County, never told me why they knocked the house down. There was no reason because I did everything I could do to prevent it. They never told me why they knocked the house down.
What Macon-Bibb County did was not only wrong, but it was also unconstitutional. The government can't just destroy your property without notice, and it must allow people to defend the right to their property, even if notified. That's why Eric has partnered with the Institute for Justice to sue to vindicate his constitutional rights and to stop Macon-Bibb County from demolishing more houses without notice.
That's that's too much. Really, no resolution. I mean, if everything was said was accurate, he was down there. He remedied the situation. They would not be destroying his house, and they came and destroyed. And and I I don't want to say I'm sure, but I'm confident, right, that it wasn't some sort of foolery like, oh, we're just gonna tell him this to get him out of here, and then we're gonna tear his house down anyway. I don't think people are that, you know, that wild out there. But so it had to be some sort of paper mix up somewhere. But yeah, I mean, just they owe him a new house. He might actually win out of this. He might actually win out of this. They might mess around. He'll get a lawsuit going, and they're gonna have to build him a new house, or give him the money to build a new house, plus pay his lawyer. That's too wild. Oh, and I looked up the blighted. Blighted is a blighted home is a structure that is in a state of deterioration that could be a threat to public welfare, safety, and human health. Blighted properties can be rundown homes, vacant lots, boarded up buildings, overgrown vegetation, unsafe properties, yada yada yada. I had never heard that term before. Um, but yeah, I guess governments have the right to come. And he said it was pretty jacked up before. Um, but he showed the picture. It was all cleaned up and ready to go. Damn, man, that's too bad. That's too bad. But something tells me that's crazy that they just emptied out his lot like that. But something tells me that he's gonna get it back. So that's what it looked like before. And this is after. It's the empty lot. Yeah, they did the homie dirty. They did the homie dirty. And like I said, if he got a good lawyer, he'll get out of it. But let's just hope this don't get swept under the rug for him. Yeah, government needs to be criminally liable for their wrongs. I mean, even if it was a paperwork issue, that ain't got nothing to do with him. Get this man another house right here on this piece of property. That's too sad. Oh, but y'all let me know what y'all think, all right? Y'all let me know what y'all think. It's Ricky Rich with Black Primacy. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.